Alright, welcome to turn number 7 of Broken Alarm Clock. We didn't expand this turn just because, we don't have anywhere to go. But our troops are recombining. Gonna have our prophet Subterranean go on, who, for those of you who have not Googled it, he's the guy that proposed the omnipotence paradox. That's the cause of the name. But we did have an interesting thing come up. So we got the Lifeless Lake, which gives us another death gem, which is nice. But the important one is this, the Alchemist Guild, which gives us not only 2 gems per turn, but these guys, which at first glance look like they're kind of a worse thing than these guys, except they are guaranteed astral. So these guys can communion up to give us high fire. Also high earth, but we kind of already have high earth eventually. So, but these guys will offer us quite a bit of utility. So, yeah. There are a bunch of moves already queued because I was recording this when my dad is downstairs coughing a lot. I don't know if you can still hear him, but he is having a coughing fit. And I didn't want that to be in the recording, to be honest. I'll have to check and see if it's still audible. So we have Balthazar over here searching. Siegber's moving up to the Caves of Madness in a site search. We're having Roderick move up. So with Roderick, he's got his 16 Cave Knights. There's 18 Cave Knights with Subterranean go on. Together, that's 34 Cave Knights, which is more than enough to lay the beat down on any indie province. Except for me, except for this one right here, obviously. I might ping that throne just because. Yeah, let's see exactly what's in there. I'm not using this dude for anything yet. As much as I'd like to get a throat up, or a fort up, money is tight. Like, if I do that, I'm still short. I guess I could, like, I don't know. I could start making sappers. Sappers have 8. So they siege with the strength of 8 men, which is nice. And so, like, for reference on how much these guys, like the siege strength of these guys, 3 of them. So if I make 1, 2, 3, that is, those guys are no, it would be 4. 4 of these dudes have a siege strength that outweighs the entirety of a Piconnier fort garrison. They are specialists, but they don't do a ton in battle. I guess they have the cave fire, but tossing napalm essentially into minions is not as big of a as deadly a thing as you'd expect. Six, 7, 8. That's 2, 4. Okay, 1 sec. Let us divvy up proportions. 10, 20. That puts us at 18 and 11. So 17 and 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, and 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Yeah, that's a good amount, good ratio. Normally, you don't really want like the super high Garth and crossbows in general, but I have so many resources to throw around, and I'm going to have more because I'm going to be constantly recruiting these guys eventually, who give 10 more resources. So yeah. Excuse me. And then with our Uber Cave Knight stack, we're going to expand out to the Forest of the Lost, which is going to be technically a declaration of war on Femini. But I don't care. At this point, he didn't, he was not reasonable. So yeah. He seemed to have like realized that he was being unreasonable, but he didn't change his demands, so meh. Alright, let's see. I could make a lab. No. Drat. I'm used to EA Paren, where my labs are 300. I was like, yeah, I can make a lab now. No, I can't. I also really need to start working on that fort. I think I'm going to switch off of making Cave Knights for a bit, just because these guys are much more gold efficient to make. Because, you know, all of their the troops are 10 gold until you get to the entrance card. Who I don't think I'm going to recruit, because that, yeah. Their encumbrance is not great. It's almost as much as the blind fighter. It's about the same as the blind fighters, but unlike the blind fighters, they won't have our bless. That makes it less bad. Ooh, I could do that, and we'd zero out our resources, which if you zero out your cost, you know, like your gold, your resources, your recruitment cost, it inherently means that you've done a good amount of recruitment for the turn. Scientific fact. Alright, so we're searching for death gems over here. Death and Earth, which would be nice. We are still working on Conjuration 3 slowly. With Attendance of the Dead coming out, we should be getting decent research. I want Conjuration 3 because it provides us with Shardwights, who are our best answer to the elephant idol. It takes a bunch of them. It would take like multiple turns of summons, but they can kill the thing in combination with cave knights in testing. It's not like super consistent because testing tramplers are weird. Ooh, what's going on in Piconia? Alright, so he's got 30 units making Piconia soldiers and crossbowmen, so he's not making the sacreds. Interesting. I'm not like, I have a nap with Piconia, so I'm not super thing, but he's making these dudes brave beyond their size. I mean, they're human morale. Oh, they're almost as brave as humans. Fair enough. These dudes have amazing like attack and like defense skill density. Like Piconia troops die if they get hit, but they actually have like really decent defense skill on most all of their guys. The catch though is if they get hit with any evocation, they just die instantly. And they're 5 to a square, so a bunch of them will die. They do have these bird knights though, who are decent harassers because they're flying. Wait, oh, they don't? Oh, they do have flying. I was like, why don't they have flying? They do. But they have map move 30, so if you lead these guys with the bird knight commanders, you can raid people with a ton of just dicky flyers. Because these guys are about the same size as a Kalamite. He took Drain? Okay. Interesting choice. Alright, so I need to get into Femini. I need like I'm hoping Force of the Lost makes scouts, because then that will help significantly with my scouting situation, because I guess these guys are scouts. Those are not scouts. Cavemen are not scouts. Cavemen though are great for siege chaff. I say this, but they're worse. They're slightly less gold efficient than my sappers, but they do cost a lot less resources and recruitment points. So, up in the air. And they lack the ranged attack, as meh as it might be. But they don't take fort turns, so I'll probably be using them for fort chaff, or for siege chaff. Though I may end up just forting every single one of these provinces. In the end, by the end, just have a quartet of forts down here. Fortress Agartha, as I've been jokingly calling it. Alright, I've rambled enough. That's the turn. See you all in turn number 8.